Hello everyone, this is Coach Matt, and today we're going to talk about something called a backwards pawn. So a backwards pawn in chess is a pawn that is behind all other pawns to the left and right of it on the same color, and that pawn cannot be advanced safely. Alright, so that's a whole lot to take in. So really, let's look at an example here because it's just going to make it a lot simpler. If we look at that pawn on e6, that pawn is behind all other pawns to the left and right of it on the same color, meaning that it's at the bottom of a pawn chain. And if we try to push that pawn to e5, try to get it up the board, we're going to run into problems because look at all the attackers that are attacking e5, the knight and the pawn. So we can't just push it up freely. So backwards pawns are a problem for a few reasons. Number one, they're easy to attack. And that's why black has to bring in all these defenders to try to keep the pawn safe. If not, it would be very easy for us to continue attacking, and sometimes it can lead to free pieces. But the other thing, which is kind of interesting about backwards pawns, is that they allow for our knights and bishops to get outposts. So right here, if we move the knight to e5, we're not winning any material, but look at this knight. Look at all the spots that it's attacking that are in black's territory, and it's totally safe. The only thing that can take out that knight is a piece that's equal to the knight or higher. There's no pawns that are going to attack this knight. There's another spot I could go to is right here, another backwards pawn. And we see this knight is over here where there's a backwards pawn. So where there's a backwards pawn, it means it's the bottom of the pawn chain. All the other pawns have gone up. We can advance it, and it's going to give outposts for our opponents. So keep that in mind the next time you're playing chess. Look for them to attack and try to get rid of your own backwards pawns if you can.